since, some of the frustrations were aired from Russell Wilson about his not having a voice in the organization, we keep hearing, no, everything's fine. That's what we're, and you believe everything's fine?
100%. From day one, Alan, I've
Well, then what was that all
said,
about? What was that?
Because what happens is the agent put it out. So
it was a list of teams that he would go to.
The agent put it out. So once the agent put it out, there was things that was being said, much like Coach Carroll said. Russell Wilson did say, well, if they're going to be tripping on me, I want to go here. Mm-hmm. But he never said it publicly. He went through a third party to say it. He never once said it publicly. Let's start there. 2, Russell Wilson never wanted to alienate the Pacific Northwest. That he's embedded in the community. He doesn't want to alienate a great thing. Like, you're leaving Seattle to go where?
Well, he gave Dallas, which would have been a great spot for him.
That was never going
Chicago would have been a great spot for him, and the Bears tried. But and John Schneider said we didn't even talk about it. They didn't even talk about it.
The Jets.
That wasn't on his list, though.
I know, right? But you're saying New York.
Oh, yeah. New York would have been a great place for him.
But everybody started putting big cities together.
Of course, because that's what we do.
Oh my God,
that's what we love to do.
Sierra.
Everybody has an opinion, and that opinion becomes news.
But we've talked about this, though, Jay. We've talked about Sierra and that impact also on her wanting to be in a bigger market for her career. Like, maybe that's what they were trying to do here is get their way out of there.
Her career going to be her career no matter what city she in, because she doesn't have to be in a city to do music. She can do music from anywhere.
But everything wasn't okay. But as long as you come out and you say everything is okay, but it's almost it's like marriage.
I haven't heard Russ say it.
You go through rocky times, right? Yeah. But you know what? Calm always wins. At the end of the day, just wait it through. Wait it out.
But here's why it was okay, though, Jay. Because I'm not trading my quarterback. Stop calling me.
I understand that.
So it's okay on my end. I don't give a damn what he says. I don't have Deshaun Watson. Right. I'm not trading my quarterback. And this is something that I continue to say throughout the process. Oh, Key, you don't know what you're talking about. Dallas will be a great for him. Man, Dallas is getting ready to pay Dak Prescott, man. Dallas is not moving on from him to go to Deshaun or Russell Wilson. Then why would you do that? When you got to pay them, but you won't pay the guy that you know the most about. It doesn't make any sense. And why would Seattle try and move Russell Wilson when there's no viable person that you replace him with? You're not getting Deshaun. You're not getting Aaron Rodgers. Well, what?
Like yeah.
You want Sam Darnold as a backup.
Mm-hmm. Not as a starting QB.
So what else is there to do other than make good, sit down with the guy? He asked you to address some issues. You addressed issues. He asked you to sign Flash Gordon. He went out and signed Flash Gordon. You need an offensive lineman. You signed Carlos Dunlap back. Russell Wilson said, I'm with you. I'm here. Like, what more do you need to come out of Seattle to validate that Russell Wilson is not on the move?
Keyshawn, JWill, Zubin coming to you live from above the Heineken River Deck at Pier 17. Let's get back to calls. 888-SAY-ESPN, 888-729-3776. As the question we're asking on draft day is which team that if they make the right move in the first day, on your first round, in their first pick, can change their fortunes in 2021? This is an interesting one. Dennis in Tennessee. Dennis.
Hey, guys.
How we doing?
What's up, Dennis?
First, a shout-out to Jay and Keyshawn.
What's that?
What's up, baby?
My big thing is everybody's talking about all these teams with the changes, and the one team that's not going to change is going to be the Giants. I'm a big Giant fan, but, I'm sick and tired of the Giants blowing it.
Dude, what are they? So blowing it in what way? Like, do you think like this pick? They pick at 11. They're really it'll be best.
Let's go with the draft. I mean, the draft has been terrible. The team has been terrible.
So you don't like Saquon Barkley? You don't like Daniel Jones? Those choices.
Running back.
I don't like Daniel Jones.
Okay.
I don't think he was the quarterback that they should pick in the sixth pick with the draft. They could have got anybody else, and could have got maybe a good defender. We could have got offensive line help back then, but they picked Jones.
Right. Okay. Thank you, Dennis. I mean, Dennis sounds like a disgruntled Giants fan who feels like no matter what they do, it's going to be a failure. I feel like the Giants are a pick away from being really good.
I agree. Look, our offense is lousy. I mean, we only averaged 17.5 points per game last season, right? Our defense is decent. But I think
you finished the season kind of trending up.
You do. I mean, look.
Without Saquon.
I would love to trade up for Penei Sewell if that's possible.
Yeah.
I want to shore up our offensive line. Look, but at 11, if you can't make that move, do you get a guy like Waddle? Do you get a guy like Devontae Smith, another weapon to add on to what you've already added? I mean, you have to be looking at something like that, or a corner, something like that.
Yeah, I don't. We'll see on the Giants. All right. So but how about the Bears? I mean, they are really stuck. And I say stuck in the kindest possible way.
Can I just say something? Every time I think about the Bears, there's a picture that comes up yesterday. It was on the TV screen. And it just, the last couple of days, Key's been in my head, where it's been a picture of Ryan Pace. And Key's like, look at that. That's who you're going to allow to make a decision on whether you're going to be a good player or not.
That actually did happen.
Y'all make me sound like just a bad guy.